Steve Morgan here. Australian Bass Tournaments. We've just finished the first day of the Rapala BASS Queensland Open here on Somerset Dam. You think there's a few wakeboards out there? There are definitely some wake boats on the water. A busy day on Somerset, but it didn't stop the guys from getting stuck into the bass. A lot of people kept up to the live scoreboard all day. It's on www.abt.org.au. We've caught a couple of the leaders. Before we go, Mick Johnson, you're leading this thing. Matty Langford, you're coming third. Pretty tight at the top of the leaderboard, Mick. 3 or 4 guys got those nice high 40s class fish and are sitting right on your tail.
Yeah, it's good to get them a couple of good kicker fishing with this way that it's being done. You just need them few bit bigger fish. They're probably way more than what they come up as, but yeah, they're the ones that really count. You get them high 400s, 500s. Really kick you up there, so it's good to get a couple of them.
Matty, you guide on here, do a lot of work on Somerset. Did it fish as good at the lake today as you thought it was going to fish, given the long weekend?
Yeah, I actually think it fished way better than I thought, especially with the traffic. Usually it doesn't respond well to traffic, but I reckon the heat and the humidity's probably brought them on, so yeah, it fished real good.
How does the heat 30 foot above them affect a fish 30 foot down? I want to know that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know the thermocline develops really well when it's hot like this, and those fish just love coming out of the deep into the thermocline, and I think that's what both of us kind of did today. We just kept our baits in the thermocline, and when it's hot like this, they love it.
One of the cool things about this Queensland Open format is we're not at Somerset tomorrow. We're downstream at Wivenhoe, so you can tell us a little bit about what did the goods today. People can come and fish your spots tomorrow, but they're not going to be in the tournament. What did the job today?
It was really a mixture of plastics. Only deep crankbaits did it for me with them bigger fellas. Getting them right down there was the hard part. You had to let a fair bit of string out to get them down there, but once you got them down there and bumped on the bottom, it didn't take long. And when they were on, they were on. Wouldn't take long. They'd grab them once it bounced off the bottom.
You got a few long lining today. So you explain the technique to the guys watching. Interesting technique. You can only cast a crankbait so far, but you're allowed to get it out further. Tell us the technique.
So with the way I was doing, I wasn't even casting. I would just drop it in the water, get on the electric, power away from it, go back over the top of the fish that I could see. Generally, I was just starting deep and going back up shallow. Again, I just had a couple of spots marked where fish were sitting. Go over the top of them, pull up, crank it back through them. Like I say, as soon as it hit the bottom, in them bit higher ridges, got over the top of them, they were on, yeah.
It's an awesome technique, and it sort of replicates the guys that catch them trolling, because you can get the crankbait down there. But ABT's only a cast and retrieve tournament, so the way they do it with the electric boat, a bit tedious. How much line do you get? Do you go 100 metres or 50 metres? How far do you go?
Yeah, I've got a big spool. I don't know. There must be 100, 150 metres that I put on that, and yeah, it is. You get sore arms doing it all day.
Well, Matty, your techniques as well. Tell us what got it done for you today. I know Steve Kanowski, who's already taken off, he was leading early. Did you look at the scoreboard at all today?
I must admit I did right at the end just to see, but I just picked a spot. I came to Somerset yesterday and pre-fished for about an hour. The fish I wanted to fish were at the spit here. They'd moved, and I found a nice showing at Beams Creek. So I just went there today, and I stayed there the whole time. And I just, when it was low light this morning with a bit of overcast, I threw John Deere slider, cut down with a 5/8 ounce head, and then as the sun got right up and it got sunny, I went to the Storm Biscay minnow in sand eel. It's a heavier bait. Gets down into that 30-foot column, and yeah, that's how I caught them.
Awesome to see you using the sponsors product. We had cameras on all of the boats today. Let's go to the highlights from the first day of the Rapala BASS Queensland Open.
Another cracker. Somerset. Woo!
Brisbane's Steve Kanowski was our early leader. He did most of his damage before 8:30 in the morning. Could have gone home for a coffee after that.
That's a proper one. Donkey! Ah.
As always, Matt Langford is in the mix, and he caught most of his fish today on a mix of soft plastics.
Did not say that. One to go.
Paul Aldous is just short of that magical 8 kilo mark, and he is well positioned heading into the second day at Wivenhoe. Most of his fish today were caught within sight of the start line. Jake Schrin is fresh off an Australian Open Barra title that he won with his dad up at Lake Awonga and Modron, and his quest for the Queensland Open Bass title got off to a great start.
Oh, what is that? What is that? Don't be a yeller. What the hell? Oh, that's alright. Oh, it's a bass. It's a bass. It's a bass. It's a bass. 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 Don't you dare let go. Oh, yeah. And a Gatorade. Yo. Oh, he wedged it. Nice.
And Jake got his biggest fish of the day in the last few minutes of the session.
That's a proper one. That's a proper one. That's a proper one. This is the one we really needed. Oh, this ski boat don't run over me. He's a good one too. I hope it's not a yellow. Hopefully we can get him in the boat. Now we're looking at a bag. Yeah. Yes! Sorry about that. Woo! Yes, sir.
And they call him the Aussie Seth fighter. Rapala's Mitchell Petty caught this, his last fish, and it was his kicker on a Rapala DT20, and it was the last fish he caught for the session.
Oh, yep, got him. Yep, got him. Oh, stay in, hooks. Stay in. Oh, stay in, please, hooks. Stay in, please. Stay in, please. I'll take him. First legal. Come here. Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah, baby. That's what I'm after. That is what I'm after. Yes! Woo! Hurry up.
Now, how ballsy is this? Bass Electric angler Sean Ezzy, he entered the Queensland Open in his electric boat, and he's doing pretty well. A couple more good fish tomorrow, and he's up into the top 5.
He's legal. Oh, don't go there. No. No. Where are you, mate? Oh, it's actually not a bad bass. Oh. He's in the 40s. Izzy's on the board. Yes. Oh, this dam's. Izzy's on the board. Look at that. Yes.
Brim angler Blake O'Grady seems to be enjoying his transition into the freshwater, putting a couple of nice fish on the board.
Yes. Can't believe it. Hook something.
Good one, too.
Yeah, boy. Oh, unbelievable. First bass. Nice little bass.
And rounding out the top 10, we've got Ian Ratton. His 3 fish today weighed just over 2 kilos. He has a lot of work to do tomorrow to end up in the top 5. So that's it for the day at Somerset. Tomorrow we're at Wivenhoe Dam. You can check out all of the coverage and highlights on www.abt.org.au.